Welcome back to round number 3 of our July mid-year celebration at Psycho Turtle in Pico Rivera, California. Dennis Geisler, Lucy Parker, here with you once again. We have a matchup of 2 O's right here in our 3rd round of Swiss. We have 6 today, so a real gauntlet for everyone to have to get through. On the player end, just trying to keep winning at this level. We have Hanyu Huang and Andy Jeong. Hanyu is running the Swampert Floette Rain with Grimmsnarl, Pelipper, Sinistra, and Archaludon as well. And Andy is running the dual setup megas with the Shell Smash Blastoise and the Nasty Plot Delphox alongside Incineroar, Kingambit, Sinistra, and Sneasler. And we're getting right into it. Sinistra Admirer with the Sinistra and the Grass and the Ghost. I was very close to doing that. I think it's very funny. I'm getting close to... Actually, I do have Gold Sinistra now.
I almost...
I've been using a little bit too much Sinistra. We're going to have the Sneasler Blastoise lead from Andy. I really like that lead. Alongside...
with the Pelipper.
Yeah, especially into the Pelipper Floette. It's a really nice lead. Because Pelipper is not going to hit you that hard. And Floette is incredibly scared of the Sneasler.
Yeah, and just poison damage or fake out. And...
Yeah.
Okay, it's Dire Claw. Not...
Yeah, it is Dire Claw, but that'll still do like a billion damage to Floette. Floette is not very physically bulky if you don't invest almost exclusively into it.
It is, just because it is not as strong as Gunk Shot does not mean it will not hurt as much.
Yeah. Well, and frankly, you also can just fake out into the Floette and not let it do anything, and then you get the Shell Smash up, and then it starts to get scary at that point.
It is a very strong lead for Andy.
Yeah. We will see that Floette Mega. I would imagine we get the same out of the Blastoise, although we don't necessarily have to. It does have Rain Dish, so it'll be able to heal up a little bit if it doesn't. If it takes a hit and doesn't Mega, but I think you get some bulk out of this, so it makes sense to Mega here. I honestly don't even remember what stats you get, but I'm pretty sure you get a little bit of bulk, and that's worth it.
A little bit, yeah.
Let's see the fake out into the Floette, and it does log the Poison Touch.
No Dire Claw.
We'll see. I think it makes sense to be a Tailwind here for... Okay. Yeah, there's the Shell Smash, as we kind of assumed. I think a Tailwind here for Pelipper would be best case scenario for Hanyu. Attacking into the Blastoise wouldn't be bad, but the Tailwind feels very important because...
just try to take down some of that water spout damage.
Yeah, you need to make sure that the Blastoise doesn't just completely steamroll you from this point forward, and having that Tailwind up is a really important part of that. Because otherwise, it probably outspeeds everything. It might get the Swampert.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So, a clever little Tailwind there, although not a great first turn.
No.
But Hanyu's working his way out of that lead, basically. We'll see the Blastoise Protect. I like that play. Dazzling Gleam coming through. A double up into the Sneasler would be pretty big here.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think that's what we might see.
And yeah, it's the Weather Ball, which is still going to do it.
Because even at +2 in Rain, Pelipper still could probably take the Water Spout from Blastoise pretty well. Well, or at least not...
It would do more than half.
At least not instantly explode.
Yeah. Will we see the other fake out here? That would be pretty important for Andy, because if it's not, and it's Sinistra, this starts to become a problem. Because you are still outsped by a fairly strong Floette.
Yeah.
You're going to take a Hurricane into that Sinistra slot. You're going to take a Dazzling Gleam.
Unless this is just like a double Protect Trick Room for some reason, but I doubt that. That does not seem like the right play at all.
Yeah, it would be a difficult one to pull off here. And it might actually be the play. We'll see the Dazzling Gleam. How much does that do?
A lot.
That's a lot of damage to Blastoise.
Well, I mean, it's not Shell Smash, so...
And Hurricane's actually just going to double up and KO the Blastoise. So, off of the lead that we thought was so good for Andy, Hanyu ended up kind of dominating it, yeah. And it was that Tailwind.
And there's the trick, the Tailwind was massive, yeah.
Because once the Tailwind was up, I mean, Blastoise... The nice thing about Mega Blastoise is you're a Mega that has the Shell Smash boosts. The downside is that a Mega
Without, like,
so
a
you don't
wider-
get to White Herb away your drops on Shell Smash. And that meant that Dazzling Gleam just does a ton of damage, and there's no Wide Guard, and there's no...
Light screen.
Yeah, no
there's
light screen.
no
You're not
real-
able to redirect
Yeah,
the
no-
damage.
No real mitigation from...
The King Gambit's the last
And
Pokemon.
yeah.
It's probably still going to fold this turn. Oh, Trick Room is up.
Yeah, Trick Room to get up.
Yeah, maybe there's something doing
There's not
here.
a lot, but there is something.
We'll see. No Protects, which is kind of surprising. Pelipper takes a
Yeah.
big chunky of damage.
Here comes the Matcha. I think we missed. Oh, we
It missed the Floette, which is not that big a deal. Like, this wouldn't have KO'd the
not-
Floette. Pelipper does drop.
Yeah, but I
Let's see
think
what Floette gets to do here.
the thing is, like, missing the Floette means that you're potentially missing out on Poison Chip KO from Poison Chip.
Yeah, that is true. Like, it potentially could have gotten the KO on Floette,
I
but
know,
honestly, I
yeah.
don't think you're doing 37 there. You still
No,
probably
without
have
a
the... Yeah, you still probably have a speed advantage here over whatever Andy decides to send in.
Yeah,
but
because if it's a unless it's like,
Swampert and you
but
don't mega it.
I think you're still slower. Though.
I think you're still slower. We are going to see the
Andy's
Sinistra. It does get the Hospitality up on Floette, which is
Yeah.
especially annoying, because now it can just be Redirect, Dazzling Gleam.
Yeah, and
It will result in Sinistra getting obliterated by
Kowtow.
Kowtow, but
Actually, it's Shadow Ball. Oh, wait, no, it's only.
yeah, I don't think. Yeah, the Shadow Ball's not.
Sinistras have really.
The Shadow Ball's not as scary, partly because it's
You're
just
not
Sinistra,
redirecting,
and also because
I know.
like,
I just,
the-
I just really like Shadow Ball from Sinistra.
it is fun. I'll give you that. It's fun. We'll see the Rage Powder. The Protect on the opposing Sinistra is potentially a play,
Maybe
because
calling.
this Kowtow needs to KO. And it does.
Yeah, okay.
I was going to say, it probably will.
Yeah.
And it does.
I mean, you never know. Okay.
Oh, with the crit.
That's what. Yeah, that's.
Did it matter?
It might have. Probably.
It's a very bulky Sinistra. I mean, there's a reason why they run Colbur sometimes.
Yeah.
But we will see another Dazzling Gleam tag the King Gambit.
Boo.
Both these Pokemon are down to about the lowest HP they can have. The rain ends.
Float now back down to under.
Yeah, back down to 49%.
Again. Oh, hello.
And it's
Archova.
Arch as the last one. Yeah, I don't know if either of these Pokemon can get through Arch.
This is why you need Shadow Ball Sinistra.
I mean, I guess
Not.
the...
Do not listen. to me.
I just don't think there's damage for Arch at this point in the game.
No, there isn't.
There's no low kick on the Gambit.
And even then, that's not after like.
Low kick crit could get through that guy.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah. There's got to be oh yeah, because there's no there's no steel move on this King Gambit either.
Oh, is there not? Oh, yeah. This is just.
So yeah, the
there's a lot.
Sinistra's gonna drop, and Dazzling Gleam will close us out for game number 1. Bonk. So the Floette is really good. I kind of I certainly underestimated it, and I probably underestimated
Or overestimated Blastoise, maybe?
overestimated Blastoise, partly because that guy's bad, but also I did not notice that King Gambit didn't have a steel move,
Yeah, I
and
didn't
that
either.
means that this team kind of struggles with Floette if Sinistra, or not Sinistra, if Sneasler gets taken out.
Or if Blastoise gets.
Yeah, or if Blastoise isn't able to do its big water spout. Like, that's the thing, it's Blastoise got the Shell Smash off that it wanted,
But it wasn't able to. But
and it never clicked an attacking move. It clicked Shell Smash, Protect. And that's something that can't really happen.
Well, honestly-
you lose the game if your big setup Mega
I'm wondering
only gets
if-
to do that.
Maybe instead of King Gambit, you have Incineroar and Sneasler. That way you have 2 fake outs available to you. So that way, if Tailwind gets up again, you can just
You can still
Let's-
get an extra turn
let
out of it.
Sneasler go
Yeah.
down, and then Incineroar comes in, and then you have another fake out game, another fake out mind game where you can just press Water Spout or even another Shell Smash just to try to avoid it.
I would tend to agree, or even potentially going for a fake out, like if it's the same lead, faking out into the Pelipper turn 1 instead of the Floette. Because what's the worst that'll happen? You eat a Dazzling Gleam, or
Yeah,
it gets a Calm Mind
You're
up.
still, you still have really good defenses at.
Yeah, like
You haven't taken your your drops from Shell Smash yet.
Yeah, and so at that point,
So that's
excuse me, at that point you're taking an amount that you can heal off with the hospitality and then just kind of launch a big water spout. So we're going to see the same leads out of Andy. I don't dislike that. We will see different leads for Hanyu here. It's going to be the Swampert. I
like this.
I like this because it's like having the Tailwind, but you don't have to have the Tailwind.
You can still Tailwind. It's really funny and
you can
really
still
nasty.
Tailwind. Yeah, exactly.
And
But also like
instead of like 10 billion on Swampert.
Yeah, I guess the issue is if Swampert Swampert's going to move before most of the stuff this turn, and it's got to have Earthquake. Yeah, it's got Earthquake. So, I mean, it's kind of free to just click Earthquake right now. Like, Earthquake Tailwind.
Yeah.
And, like, what's the downside?
There really isn't one.
The worst case scenario is Pelipper gets fake outed, Earthquake doesn't do that much damage,
Water
and
Spout, like crits and demolish.
Yeah, like it gets the Shell Smash off and like Water Spout. Like, but the thing is, like after this turn, you can just protect the Swampert and get the Tailwind up, and you're probably still safe because Pelipper's not going to get.
The only thing that's going to stop that is a Dire Claw sleep or paralysis into immediate full para.
Yeah. Swampert will protect instead, which I think is kind of passive for what you have here. Sneasler does go for that fake out into the Pelipper. It gets the Poison Touch again, which is very funny. And that's actually kind of scary for Pelipper because any bit of damage helps against this blast, like with this Blastoise. Like it's gonna click Water Spout, and I am pretty confident that it's going to be faster here.
The poison is also like a weirdly good thing because now you don't have to worry about Dark Claw sleeps.
You don't, but like
I mean, yeah, the
at 70%, do you just like fold to Water Spout? There is no wide guard. I'll keep the folks at home in mind for them. There is no wide guard.
I didn't look at it either.
So
that helps me too.
Do you just fold the Water Spout? Let's see. Takes out the Swampert and takes out the Pelipper. Goodbye to both those Pokemon. Ring the bell for Swampert, I guess. One hit KO. And Sneasler will just hang out on the field, I guess. Sneasler got the job done. And there's the game 2 forfeit.
Okay.
So that's what Andy wants his team to be able to do. Like that's the positive end for Andy. Tying the series up in 2 turns. Yeah. And yeah, I think
that is like the absolute dream turn for a Shell Smash Blastoise.
Because that's the thing is if you let the other side take too much from you, and that's a big thing is that it's like what was Swampert afraid of that it was protecting, like the fake out.
I guess
like fake out's not doing that much damage, and you're gonna drop to Water Spout. You're dropping to +2 Water Spout. So
you can get the chip on bring.
I don't.
Maybe you don't. Maybe it was because Andy didn't want you didn't want to proc Unburden. Oh wait, yeah, never mind. Ignore me.
Yeah, it's not even Unburden.
Yeah,
because we've seen that it's not Unburden.
Yeah, we've seen Poison Touch
twice. Fake out is poisoned twice.
Will we see it again?
We could see it a 3rd time. So game number 3. It's going to be the same leads on Andy's side one more time.
Hello, Blastoise Sneeze.
And we're going to a different thing for Hanyu. I am made nervous by this. I'm intrigued. I've changed my mind to being intrigued.
I like this.
I think the problem here is that you are at a speed disadvantage. Sinistcha will do decent damage to Blastoise, but the problem is you are setting up turn 2 to get hit by Dire Claw plus Dark Pulse, like +2 Dark Pulse, and both these Pokemon fold to that.
That's true.
And
but also
basically Hanyu has to play this out to make sure that turn 2 doesn't happen, and that's not something he did in the last game is the problem. So we're going to see Float swap out, which is a little bit scary, but it is going to be the Archaludon that comes in here. And Archaludon should get a cute little stamina bonus because I would expect the fake out to go into that guy. Yep.
Fake out in the arch, get that +1.
Do get the +1. That's not nothing, I'll say.
It's nice.
Okay, and, just a raw Dark Pulse.
I think.
Oh, very close. Very close to getting the KO.
That's.
I don't hate it.
You needed to just because. Shell Smash.
Ooh, the Trick Room, yeah.
You can't Shell Smash with threat of Trick Room on the field because then you are the slowest thing on the field under Trick Room, and you're at -1.
Yeah, you are just a sitting duck in that
take
case.
so much from.
But the problem is, I believe this Blastoise is still probably faster than the Arch and certainly the Sinistcha.
Yeah.
I mean, the obvious answer here is that Sinistcha switches out into Pelipper and Electroshot goes into Blastoise.
Yeah.
I'm curious if Andy can call that and what he wants to do about it.
Arch Protect.
Instead, it's just going to be a Protect here.
I think it's just a Scout.
So I was wrong.
Okay.
So there's the Protect on the Blastoise as well.
Is this going to be a close combat into the Protect?
Well, we're going to see the Machagacha first. And it could burn.
Yeah.
Oh, but it misses the Sneasler. Never mind.
We're not seeing a burn.
And Dire Claw comes through. That's actually pretty significant. Ooh, and it gets the poison. There's a pretty strong chance that it gets the poison between the Dire Claw and the Poison Touch. That was the Dire Claw.
Yeah,
but still, yeah. So it does pick up there, and even then it might have been a roll.
Yeah.
But that does mean that the Protects are burned,
Yeah,
the Sinistcha's out of the way, and the Sash on the Sneasler is still active. That's the biggest part about this. That's the biggest RNG thing, is that Machagacha missed, and so Sash is still active. So Sneasler does not drop to Hurricane here.
And Archaludon does not have a spread move, correct?
And Archaludon does not have a spread move.
No
in general, well, yeah, I guess it could have Snarl. It does not.
Well, yeah, but this is an AV.
Yeah, it's got Stabs and Electroshot. We'll see the Incineroar switch in. It's an interesting choice. We talked before about having the second Fake Out, and it's not a bad call.
But this isn't what we meant.
Yeah, this isn't the game state that you necessarily want to see it for. So we will see it get hit by the Electroshot.
That's a lot of damage. That's a nice
pretty strong chunk of damage.
But Citrus Berry.
The next one will probably do it. The Hurricane's going to go into the Sneasler.
But do we see a Confusion?
We could see Confusion.
Like a self KO from Confusion would be.
We'll have to see what the Sneasler even wants to go for.
Probably just a close
No Confusion, close combat, into the Arch. How much is this going to do?
Not a lot. It's at plus. Oh, actually, that's actually a lot more than I thought.
Pretty solid chunk. Nowhere near a KO, but a pretty solid chunk.
So I was.
Yeah.
But I forgot that Sneasler just does that.
Sneasler's still that guy, so. But the Archaludon does have leftovers, which makes this very annoying. Trick Room, still 2 turns remaining of it. Incineroar should be the slowest thing in the field right now.
Yeah, but it's just maybe a parting shot.
What is Incineroar going to do is the question,
like
but at the very least it is. It has priority to do whatever it wants.
Or maybe Fake Out into Pelipper for no reason.
It could. I think it's got to be the parting shot. Which feels weird, but I think it's the only thing that Incin can do.
If the Archaludon keeps clicking Electroshot, it keeps it at +1. We're gonna see
it's gonna be Fake Out into the Pelipper. I guess this keeps this is not terrible because you expect the Electroshot into the Incineroar.
Yeah.
And if that is the case, then close combat probably takes out the Arch. Maybe.
No.
Oh, and it's the KO on the Sneasler. Which I think that's the correct call.
Yeah.
Like, that's smart from Hanyu. But
because even if you get parting shot, this Sneasler was at 1 HP. It was not surviving anything.
This Arch is a problem. What is the last Pokemon? It's the Sinistcha. Oh, this 4 is so difficult to deal with Arch. It is so difficult for this 4 to deal with Arch. Because now you are now that we know this is the 4. It's Dark Pulse.
Dark Pulse
it's
is the only way out.
Dark Pulse. And I don't even know if the Sinistcha has...
Even after we get through the Archaludon, there's still the Floette.
Yeah. And the Floette is less of a problem. It's not that it's less of a problem, it's that it's a bit more manageable, I think, than the Arch at this point.
Yeah.
Just because of how many boosts the Arch has.
But it's also outside of Trick Room faster than the Blastoise, and will probably take a nice big chunk out of it.
And Rain is still up for 3 more turns. Yeah. Like, that's the thing, is like, even aside from Trick Room being up right now, and Andy has the priority in the Trick Room right now, but even when Trick Room's done, like, what do you do? We're gonna see the parting shot, but at the same time, if it's Electroshot in that slot, game's over.
I mean, yeah, unless...
I mean, the game's probably over regardless, but...
Unless you're calling the Rage Powder, which makes sense. but
Yeah, that's honestly not a bad call, and it is the Dragon Pulse.
that's still a lot of damage. Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
That's huge.
I don't like that. And Tailwind gets up for Pelipper. And so now the Archaludon is going to still be fast. And that's like kind of a problem because now you do have to Rage Powder with the Sinistcha instead of going for like a Dark Pulse plus like a Life Dew or something.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. You're just running out of options. You're running out of HP very quickly.
Unfortunately, there is no Life Dew. So
oh, there's no Life Dew.
No, it's just...
Oh, it's the Stinky Trick Room set.
Yeah, they're the same set, different items.
That makes sense.
Or the same moves, different items.
Yeah, we'll see the Rage Powder go down. We should see Sinistcha at least. Oh, it's Hurricane first. That is not what I expected, actually. Wow, that's a clever little move. I think Pelipper has to be intentionally faster to make this play possible, which is cute. I like that.
Yeah, that was a really nice.
And that's gonna win the game. Like that's gonna close things out.
I mean, I think Blastoise was low enough that Hurricane might have picked up anyways.
Well, the thing is, like, if Arch had gone first, then Sinistcha would have soaked up both moves.
Oh yeah, that's a good
and
point.
Blastoise would have gotten to do something.
That's true. Yeah, I guess I was calling, thinking more about like a Dragon Pulse.
Yeah, and even then, it
yeah,
probably takes one Dragon Pulse, but that'll be it.
It was at +1, right?
It's at +1 now.
Okay.
Regardless, that's a win for Hanyu.
Yeah.
A very interesting set. Both of them running
very back and forth.
Very back and forth. I mean, Hanyu lost game 2 in 2 turns, and still was able to kind of work his way out of it for game 3.
Yeah.
I like seeing the Archaludon as a win condition. I think that was a nice way to do it. We said at the beginning of game number 3, which game 3, that Hanyu's lead was really bad and he needed to do something to get away from a very, very bad turn 2.
Yeah. And
he basically did it perfectly and completely got himself into a spot where he can win the game.
Yeah.
So great job for Hanyu. He will go up to 3-0. Andy is going to be 2-1, both very much still in this tournament, which will be ongoing. We will be back for round number 4 in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.